Let's have this banter. Hey, BanterBot 5000 engaged. I am your host, Mike Lafferty. This is the BAMP podcast. We are back to gaming live. As Scott said, you ordered Matt Mercer on a Wish, and we showed up. Scott Crossan is beneath me. He writes for Pinnacle. He's working on Savage Worlds content right now. Scott, thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Well, I'm just doing a couple of freelance stuff for Pinnacle, so I'm not.
Well, still, that's something. Over here is Jacob Blackman, possessor of a magnificent beard, and also an RPG artist and designer. Thank you for joining us tonight, sir.
Indeed. I may not be as talented as Matt Mercer because he is an incredibly talented GM, but I may beat him out in how long I've been a game master.
I had a dance-off with Matt Mercer about 10 years ago in a club in Seattle, and I beat him soundly. There's no video. No one can ever attest to it happening, but it was a thing. It was salsa night at the Mercury Cafe. And anyway, last but certainly not least is Alice Peng, a.k.a. Lala, who's wearing a fabulous Wonder Woman jacket.
Hello, everyone.
And Alice has various writing credits to her name, as well as she is the host of the currently on hiatus Babies with Knives RPG podcast. How you doing, Alice?
Yes. Good. We want to get back to Babies with Knives, but that's probably going to be after Brandon finishes nursing school. Yeah.
Understood. Everything
2 years.
takes time. We'll serve no wine before it's time, as Orson Welles used to say.
Mm-hmm.
And tonight, we are playing Valor Knight, which is not Transformers. Very different, although it does involve robots who change into vehicles, but not the same thing as Transformers. There is a book from Bloat Games. It's an awesome book. Here is, we did a Valor Knight's book as well, a compendium of our characters and enemies. And look at that amazing cover by Mr. Jacob Blackman. And let's see, who is playing who tonight? If I'm not mistaken, Alice, you're playing Nitro Strike, who is this...
I am playing Nitro Strike.
Micro bot here with the spray cans in hand on the hood of the Corvette. And I believe, Scott, if I'm not mistaken, you are playing Beta Decem, who is our green Jeep Renegade, sort of our stand-in for Bumblebee, correct?
Yes. Let me just bring up this character.
Boom, there we go.
It's been forever since that ambulance has actually shown up for us.
Well, he's at nursing school.
He's doing nursing school things. Can't blame him. Okay, and here is that character, level 5 mini bots. We have 2 mini bots. This guy is hard to hit. High evade score. Hard target feat. So all your enemies have to roll a disadvantage to hit you. Fun character. And I haven't decided who I'm playing, unfortunately. There's 2 mini bots, so I should probably play somebody who's not a mini bot, huh? Jacob, any idea?
You can always go to your normal character.
Yeah, I just don't know if I feel like doing the Southern accent tonight. But we've already started the podcast. We've got an hour, so I should. Hey, can I play a heroic version of Tombstone? No, okay.
You don't want me to. You don't want me to be Nitro Strike, then do you?
Well, that would be great.
Tombstone is kind of dead.
Yeah, and Tombstone kind of hates me.
Kind of, only kind of. All right, so I'll play Mega Hitch, level 5. So we have 2 microbots and a support bot. This should be interesting. Mega Hitch speaks with a somewhat thick rural accent, which I will not be trying tonight, and frequently misuses big words, which I will like. And I had a typo and misuses. That's awesome. He's unselfish, helpful, but sometimes skittish and easy to panic. He's loyal to a fault. And all right, so I'm basically playing Mater with a little more sophistication. And we are playing an adventure that Jacob has concocted for us this evening. So, Jacob, Alice was asking in the private chat, what level are we playing? And that is a fair question.
Well, whatever level characters you currently have access to, that's what level they are. I know that Nitro Strike has been on a number of adventures, so Alice has Nitro Strike at a variety of levels. Feel free to play whatever level you choose to play.
Level 7.
All right.
And
I'm
I got
level
a cool
5.
thing last time I played him.
What cool thing did you get last time you played?
Yeah, the last adventure Nitro Strike was taking place in was a space adventure where they received a buff to. They received a special augmented electrocube energy, which gave them a buff to some of their stats, movement speed, and abilities.
All right, cool. And it looks like Scott, you're level 5, CU9 level 5, and Nitro Strike is level 7. So we average out about level 5.7 or something like that. So
It'll be fine.
we'll be okay. All right, Jacob, take it away.
All right, so it has been some time since the Chaos Lords have been causing you much trouble. Having lost a major underwater base to your Valor Knight shenanigans, they have gone to the far corners of the world and have been rather quiet recently. Taking advantage of this lull in the war, Victor Alpha has set up a special team, namely your group, to go and thoroughly investigate the Chaos Lord base that was discovered under Lake Tahoe on your previous adventure. You managed to clear it out. All the Valor Knights, all the Chaos Lords are supposedly evacuated, with the exception of one. There was a specific Chaos Lord who decided to defect, as it were, and they were very happy to find a new family, considering they didn't feel their talents were being appreciated by the Chaos Lords. So you managed to pick up a new ally by the name of Vector, and this is them. Vector, a lot of people aren't really trusting him because, well, he's a spy. So who knows what to think of him? But he's managed to provide valuable intelligence to Victor Alpha so far. And gentle and kind-hearted and trusting as he is, sometimes he may be a bit naive, but Victor Alpha has decided to give this Chaos Lord defector the benefit of the doubt. And so this is currently your guide going through the Chaos Lord base under Lake Tahoe. And that's where we find our scene.
Is this the same Lake Tahoe lake that we were at the dam of, and Beatbox and I were up dealing with a few things?
I believe that the dam adventure was something completely different.
Okay, this was not that dam.
Yeah,
okay.
the different.
I just
different
remember
aquatic, different aquatic adjacent adventure.
Okay.
That was almost 2 years ago. So,
so yes, this is the base you find yourself in. You've done a cursory examination of the area, but you've not really had the opportunity to thoroughly investigate it, and that's why you're here today. Where would your team like to start? You are going to be you're going to start in the operations room, which is, of course, the area in the center.
Did the defector give us any intel on what is being done in the labs?
He is not privy to that information.
That's beautiful Lake Tahoe there, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry.
Sigma Thesis, who is the Chaos Lord scientist in charge of everything going on in the labs, is incredibly tight-lipped in regard to his private experiments. The only person who had access to the labs besides Sigma Thesis was the Chaos Lord leader, Omega Z.
And what about the fact that for their labs, I assume they have some sort of basic understanding of where things are placed and built. So where would their server room be?
Their server room, most of the computers and stuff are going to be here in the operations center.
That's where I would like to go then.
Okay.
So
I want to see these labs. I'm sure there's all sorts of mad scientist stuff in here.
That's true.
All right.
Probably. Bet you there's a weather machine. I bet you there's a time machine.
So, just to give me a general idea of turn that I'm going to do as we proceed into this, everyone roll me an initiative check, which is a D6 plus your dexterity. That way, I can take this in the order that you roll.
I got a 3.
Okay.
I have a 9.
All right.
I got a 7.
Okay. So, we will start with Nitro Strike at the top. You are heading to operations.
Yep.
You are taking advantage of the computer servers here in operations.
Yep. And I'm spraying glow in the dark paint so that that will luminesce under blue light. That way I don't get lost getting back to wherever I need to go later.
Well, say one thing about the Chaos Lords. They're very ordered and structured. The base is immense, but the hallways are not exactly labyrinthine.
Okay.
So it's very easy to get around.
What kind of ambient music are they playing in the workspaces at the underwater?
It's very much Imperial March kind of stuff.
I was imagining Daft Punk, but it's definitely okay. That's good to know.
It's that sinister, we're the bad guys kind of stuff.
So it's elevator music.
Yeah.
Can we hack the servers and play "Girl from Ipanema" on these speakers?
Well, that's going to be up to Nitro Strike. They are apparently going through the computers.
I don't want to ask her because she'll probably just play Rick Ashley if I ask her to do that. So let's leave it alone.
What is Nitro Strike's plan to do here in the operations room?
I want to basically hack into their system and pull up what information I can about the research and about the generator, the type of generator they're using, because depending on the research, we might just blow this place, it sounds like. So I want to have an understanding of how the generator works and would overload. And also get an idea of the number of personnel expected to be on this dock, on this station in general, and I'm going to send that information off to my team members.
Okay. Give me an intelligence technology check because you have direct access to the computers. You're going to have advantage.
Okie dokie. I believe this is D20 that I'm rolling.
D20 plus a D6.
Yep, 1D6. And let's see here. I rolled an 18 on my D20 and I rolled a 3 on the D6, meaning nothing good, nothing bad on the D6.
Okay.
So I've got, so 18 is my total.
And 18 gets you access and tells you the general information you're going to want to know. The generator is a standard issue electric cube power source to maintain the base and its function, its weapons, functions, security systems, force fields, all that sort of thing. This base was designed for as many as 36 Chaos Lords, but according to the status logs, maybe only a dozen were stationed here at any time, and that includes drones.
Okay. I will pass that information along, waiting on information to load about what the lab experiments are, the records on that.
Okay.
And I will also, if there's any information on where the personnel are currently located, like signature GPS signatures, etc., or heat signatures, I will be sending that to my team members so that they can easily avoid said units. And I'm going to be trying to avoid said units by using my small size to be hiding from any doorway that they might be coming through.
Okay.
What's the name of our Chaos Lord's liaison again?
Your Chaos Lord liaison is named Vector.
Okay. I guess Beta to Sam and I are hanging out with him back in the operations room. Does Vector have any ideas about things we should check out, or things we should pay attention to, or what's happening here in the base?
He's not certain on that. Mostly, he's here to help unlock the doors if you need, because as far as he knows, he should have security access to anything, given his station and security clearance.
All
Great.
Right. Go ahead.
So with the initiative count following Nitro Strike, it goes to Beta Decim. What are you planning to do?
Great. I'm bored. Hey, Spy Dude, let's go check out lab number 1.
Lab number 1. Okay. So you take the door down out of operations, down the hall, past a few security doors with Vector's clearance key, and you enter lab number 1. There, you'll open the door, and there is a giant window that looks out into the dark waters of deep Lake Tahoe. This base was placed in in the deepest area of Lake Tahoe, and the deepest area of Lake Tahoe, light does not penetrate that far down. It is dark, so you really can't see much other than this slight little ambient light from the outside of the base. But yeah, there are numerous lab tables, lots of strange and unusual machines, and let's see what he was doing here. Okay. Yes, this appears to be some form of experimental weapons laboratory. You will see all sorts of blasters that have familiar but strange augmentations on them. So you could easily pick one of these up. You're not and you utilize it. You're not sure what it's going to do, but
I think he's saying there's a shrink ray.
Well, I look at one of them. Been told not to mess with things. But however, we're investigating the base. Is there a target somewhere?
Yes, there is in fact a target range in the lab.
I'll take one of them, point it at the target, and shoot.
Okay. Give me a ranged attack roll.
You're going to make me roll dice, aren't you?
I am. D20 plus your dexterity.
Yeah, I got a 3 because I rolled a natural 1.
Oh no. You rolled a natural 1? Okay.
Yes,
Well, Did you also roll your d6?
No, I had not. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
Can't he re-spend a luck point for a reroll?
You can spend a luck point if you want for a reroll.
I will do that.
Okay.
That made it a. You will excuse me. I'm having. That's a 5. That's a 4.
Okay.
I rolled a 2.
Okay. You will take the blaster, aim down the range, take it off safety, pull the trigger, and this gun's apparently defective.
Made on Mars. There's the problem. Cheap Martian technology.
Terrible Chaos Lord designs. This is why you're not supposed to mess with the general standard issue ion blasters. They work properly every time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Chaos Lord's equipment is bought or is made by the lowest bidder.
But there's another gun on the next table.
Ooh, I'll pick up the other gun.
Okay.
Try that.
And while you do that,
Mm-hmm.
Mega Hitch, what are you up to?
Well, looks like we're playing the old Scooby-Doo gambit here and all splitting up to go search different rooms in the abandoned location.
Fantastic.
I'll go to the barracks.
Okay. You head to the barracks.
Indeed, I do.
The barracks, from when you get in, as you can tell, it is a standard barracks station. There are standing upright recharging stations and energon bed, electrocube bed platforms for resting and recharging.
I see any recreational items, any DVD players, books, any evidence the Chaos Lords had interest in Earth culture?
Make an intelligence-based investigation check.
Okay, rolling my D6 first, get out of the way. D6 is a 4, so who cares? Rolling my D20. It's an 18.
An 18? Okay. Yes. You will find hidden behind a panel a collection, one of those old like zip up CD books that you can open, and it's full of human compact discs.
Okay, I would have had a modified
various different musicians.
Any particular genre they seem to be favoring?
It seems to be a lot of different music.
So that country, western, old school rap, but more of a. All right. Does it look like the area where it was hiding had a bunch of dust built up around it, like it hadn't been accessed in a long time, like maybe since we packed the base?
Up until just a short while ago, this was an active base.
Okay, so it hasn't been that long. All right, I stashed that in my backpack to check out later, and I head back to where the other guys are, just so we don't stay split up for too long. I'm going to stop by the generator, just do a quick visual inspection on my way back. We can handle that my next turn.
Okay.
I will be right back.
All right. Nitro Strike, back to you. You have sent the information along to your companions. You have downloaded some additional information. What are you thinking about working on next?
If I have all the information I came for at this point, I am going to start heading towards the generator. Our orders were not to do anything. We were just recon here, right? So, but I want to go and examine the generator. So I'm not going to blow it up But I am going to make sure that I know how to blow it up if and when the order changes.
Okay. So yes, you will be heading to the generator. It sounds like about the time that Mega Hitch is leaving the barracks. So you two are going to encounter each other in the hallway as you're going to the generators.
Howdy there,
Sounds good.
Nitro Strike.
Beep, beep.
Pleasant to see a familiar face here.
Beep beep. I'm not as good at this as Beatbox is. Where did he go? I thought he was supposed to be on the mission, and then he says he's got a call and he has to go. What? He taught me a few things, but he's really leaving us in the lurch here. I really hope I know how to work this generator.
I think might have something you'd like, Nitro Strike. I pull out the collection of CDs and let her, peruse. Maybe find something that would complement her erratic mood. Maybe some Nine Inch Nails. Maybe some Sabotage.
This is the 80s. So the fact that these are compact discs in the 80s, this is all new stuff.
Hey there, youngsters. 80s was cassette tapes, but I'll say, hey, here's some Quiet Riot. You might enjoy this.
CDs were brand new in the 80s.
And very expensive, but I guess the Chaos Lords have a budget for that.
So, they did exist in the 80s. I know that because my father was very into getting the latest tech.
Yeah, my dad was a tech head as well. He had a CD player pretty much as soon as it came out.
Yep, we had CD players and Laserdisc players as soon as they came out.
Aid Smith is watching us.
This is one of your maps.
Hey, why don't you jump on? I thought you were asleep at this time of night. Otherwise, jump on, dude.
I was just complaining that Beatbox wasn't here. I've only learned a few computer tricks from him. So get your butt on here, Aid.
Aid, I'll go ahead and send you the link right now. I thought you were. It's like what time?
Yes, he is asleep.
Right
He's he threw out his back 2 days ago, so he has been sleeping in half-an-hour increments. He should be going back to sleep.
Oh, that sucks. Okay, I hope he gets better.
All right, so I present Nitro Strike with a wide variety of Earth culture. Here's this CD is New Kids on the Block. This CD is Quiet Riot. You get a couple extremes of the spectrum there. Maybe you'll find something you like in between. So, and this is the greatest hits of Bette Midler. So it's human Earth culture is truly a cornucopia of. All right, that's enough of that. Sorry.
So you will enter the generator. And one of the reasons the Chaos Lords abandoned this base when the Valor Knights were taking it was because of events happening during these adventures. Go buy the Electric Cube War Adventures, now available on DriveThru RPG. But one of the events that precedented the evacuation was the invasion of another alien species. And in the generator room, you will find an unusual device. I'll have you both make intelligence-based technology checks. You'll both get advantage because it is technology that is familiar to you, but you may not know it immediately by looking at it, considering how strangely it is constructed.
I rolled a 9.
Dice. I have a nat 1 and a nat 20.
Okay.
And I have a 6 on the D6. Bipolar dice. Thank you for advantage. Because by my system of what's first, I would have had the 1.
I have a natural 9 on the D20 and a natural 1 on the D6.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Nitro Strike, you will immediately recognize this strange device as a Tesseract Gate hub, which means it can open a time-space portal that is usually used to travel long distances or short distances. You can use these to get anywhere on Earth. This could even conceivably travel you back to your home world of Tectrillion or any number of worlds that the Chaos Lords have linked to their Tesseract portals.
Beep, beep, where's Flyer when we need him? Hitch,
and
can you take this? Can you carry this?
And
Hitch, I can carry that. Yeah.
As you're going, oh my, and realizing what Nitro Strike is telling you, you set your hands down on a panel with that
Don't
one
touch that.
with that one you rolled, and the portal comes to life as you have activated the Tesseract gate.
Hey, we can go back in time and meet Johnny Cash.
There is an immediate thrum that happens all throughout the base. The lights dim in other chambers. Where you are, Beta Destin, the lights go practically dark as you're checking out this new gun. The target range just dims and goes dark, so you have no target in sight.
I did not do that.
Nope, that was not you. You think you're pretty sure it wasn't you. You haven't pulled the trigger on this one yet.
I meant to do that. As his hand goes down, and I go, no, don't touch that.
Maybe we should go report to the others.
Yes, that would be best. I don't know what that was about.
Is that Victor talking?
That's Victor. He went to the labs with Victor.
Okay. All right, so we all meet up in the generator, and there's a big Stargate-like portal that can take us anywhere in space and time that we want.
There is
hanging out there.
Open Tesseract gate that is there. Moments after you activate it, yes, Beta Decim and Vector come into the chamber, and yeah, there's an open space portal right there, just swirling away. The generator is thrumming, trying to maintain the extra power needed to keep this portal open. And then, I rolled a 6.
It's TV's Bill Cosby. Hey, listen, boy, the future doesn't work out so well for you. Sorry, go ahead.
I rolled a 6, so this means it's something good for me.
What did you do?
Stepping through the portal will come an immense being. It's a shifter, obviously. It's humanoid and metallic, and it has huge pauldrons with that your sensors immediately tell you are just bristled with weapons. It's got claws for hands and feet, and spikes where there should not be spikes, bristling all over it. And it steps through, and its eyes burn, not like the general glow of an electric cube energy that you normally see with a shifter, a Chaos Lord, or Valor Knight like yourselves. The glow is like this burning hellfire that just sets something in your memory cores alight with fear. And as soon as it steps through, the portal just shuts down. no longer able to maintain energy. Takes a moment to look back at the closed portal, looks at the rest of you.
Hey,
I
Nitro Strike.
smell fear.
Think
Yeah.
we can bluff this guy?
Beep beep. I don't think so. Beep beep. Vector. You're his superior officer, right? Beep beep.
I don't know this guy.
Hi there,
Hey,
fellow Chaos Lord.
identify yourself.
I am Destructor 5. This is Deathwind and Razor Claw of the Chaos Lords.
Chaos Lords. Delightful. Then you wouldn't mind kneeling and supplicating yourself to the highest of the Chaos Lords.
Who are you?
Not me. Do not worship me.
Oh,
You
don't
should
worry. I
worship
don't recognize
that.
you, so you couldn't possibly be the most powerful. But it's not really a good time right now. We were just on our way out. We on a mission.
Well, if you're busy, then let me hasten your way. And its claws digitize with energy and grow bigger and longer.
Yeah,
And
about that.
it is going to initiate combat.
Yeah.
Boring conversation.
As I roll for initiative for them. And boop. Boop. Okay. So, okay. At the top of the initiative, sorry, but they rolled very well.
Of course they did.
This thing, like I said, is massive. How big, you may ask? To give you an indication, that's how big this guy is. This guy over here would be, Victor Alpha.
So that's a leader class bot similar to
Yeah.
Optimus Prime in that other franchise that is similar but certainly not identical to Valor Knights.
This thing to you is a Balrog.
Can he move around in the generator room?
He's kind of ducking, like he's hunched over. But it's Chaos Lord bases are still massive sort of things, and so he's got enough room to maneuver some.
Okay.
So he is going to swing and rolling a 1. He is going to tear apart the rafter area that you are all standing on, just shredding it and sending all of you flying in separate directions. You all leap out of the way of these massive electrocube empowered claws as it shreds into what you had been standing on. There are energy scores and sparks flying everywhere, and we go to Nitro Strike.
Okay. Well, the first thing I'm going to do at that point is I'm going to. You said he was hunched over
Yes.
in here?
Yes.
Okay. So I am going to basically jump off this rafter, and slide between his legs, go under him, wheel between his legs under him, behind him, and basically force him to kind of just try and come at me with, by looking under himself and kind of just rolling rolling up and over onto himself, or basically throwing him off balance by him spinning around at high speed. My desk. And while I'm doing so, I'm going to basically take the advantage to try and look up and spray his eyes as he's curling down to try and catch me. I'm going to spray his eyes so that he can't see.
Okay. This guy is so big, it is almost impossible to miss him.
Well,
so
I rolled.
You get advantage to your attack rolls. He is so big.
Well, I rolled a
How big
14
is
on
he?
the die.
You
So
saw the picture.
that is going to be 16, I believe, because I have a dex of 5. Oh, and I forgot my mods for being level. So yeah, I need to double check the mod for being level 7. I have at least a 16 to hit, and I have
a 16 will hit.
And I have a 6 on the d6.
Okay, a 16 will hit. The 6 catches him in the eye. So yes, you will blind him.
Okay.
How long does it say he is blinded, or is this something he makes a check on?
And I just lost my thing. So I generally blind stuff for. I just. Oh, I'm sorry. My character sheet's messed up, and I did not notice that. Okay. So my vandalism on him should last a turn.
Okay. Let me make a note of that. One turn.
But that is my standard, like a special action from me to do that. So okay. I will fix my character sheet.
So you have moved and you have blinded him, which takes us to Beta Decim.
All right. I look at this guy and go, while he's blind, is there some sort of any sort of tubing or electrical cord or anything I can grab that's rope-like?
This is a generator room, and he's just swiped claws through it. There is almost anything dangling, hanging, whatever you want. If you want piping or tubing or heavy gauge wire, you got it.
I want some heavy gauge wire. I'm going to run between them. Or run between his legs, since I'm a little bot, and yell, hey, big guy, over here. Hopefully forcing him to trip and fall.
Okay. All right. You're gonna have advantage on the attack roll.
Okay. Let's roll 2 die, right?
Yes, roll 2 d20 and also give it a d6 roll.
Okay, I got 19 plus 2 for melee, so that's 21, and a 6 on the d6.
And a 6 on the d6. Excellent. Okay. With the 6 on the d6, normally because this guy is so big, especially in comparison to you being a mini bot, you would normally have disadvantage on the athletics check to try to trip him. However, because you rolled a d6, because you rolled a 6 on the challenge die, I'm going to give you a normal roll, saying that you manage to pry out enough cable and get enough around his legs that you can make the roll normally, not with disadvantage.
So it's 1d6 or 1d20.
So it is going to be a d20 plus your strength modifier versus him and his strength modifier.
Woohoo! So I got a 3 on the d6.
Jacob,
but a natural 20 on the d20 plus 2 would be 22.
Okay. 22. Mike, you were saying?
I was about to ask if I could assist, but since Scott rolled a nat 20, I'm not sure I need to. So,
okay. He is incredibly strong, incredibly powerful. However, he rolled fairly low, only getting him a 16 total. So with your roll, you manage to get the pipes wrapped, the wire wrapped around. Pull you brace yourself on some machinery. Pull with all your might. You feel your cyber muscles just straining with the effort of what you're doing, and you bring this impossibly large and powerful being down to its knees, crumbling, and it falls prone. You have successfully tripped this guy.
You know what they say, the bigger they are, the harder they fall.
He smashes a bunch of machinery in here. For those of you who are more mechanically inclined, Mega Hitch, you're not sure that generator is going to be useful soon. You're pretty sure the generator is going to get messed up with having that big thing just fall right on top of it. And Mega Hitch, it is your turn.
how about I do an intelligence check to see how long that generator has before it goes critical?
Okay.
Rolled a 6 on the d6 and 15 unmodified with my intelligence bonus of 2. It's modified 17.
Okay. You're pretty sure the generator will last maybe another minute under heavy strain. Each turn that it takes more damage will reduce that.
All right. I convey this knowledge to my teammates, and I start playing Eastbound and Down from the Cinematic Classic, Smoking the Bandit, and suggesting that we.
You said you rolled a 6?
I rolled a 6 on the d6.
You also notice that because he's collapsed on the generator, you might, if you get access to a console that he hasn't smashed. Hey, look, there's one over there. You could potentially power up the generator to effectively
suck itself out, basically,
to suck all the energy and probably fry him as he's in contact with it.
I find a console and I try to do that.
Okay, give me a computer use check based on your intelligence.
Okay. Nat 20 on the d20 and a 3 on the d6.
Oh,
you guys don't even need my luck right now. Darn. Got all these points to spend for you guys.
Okay, so you are going to overload the generator. Give me a 2d12 roll.
2d12. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
9 and a 5, total 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
The first actual damage he's taken. So yes, he's collapsed onto the generator. You overcharge the generator. He is fried with a bolt of electrocube energy, and then all the lights just go dark. The only light source now is whatever you can provide, but you all have vehicle modes, so you all have little headlights you can bring up easily, and the electrocube cyber claws that glow coming off of this guy.
So I'm going to vote we leave him here, fried to the generator, and we skedaddle out the airlock and, back to beautiful Lake Tahoe. Just my 2 cents. You guys go ahead.
If we leave him here, he's going to let loose on Earth. We have to either blow up the lab, which will probably get us in trouble again, or deal with him. We can't let the humans get hurt by this guy.
Isn't the lab blowing up in like a minute anyway, Jacob?
No,
the generator's blowing up.
You just fried the generator on him. Okay. So the generator is now no longer working at all.
Okay, all right. So I misunderstood. Shit. Okay, I'm open to ideas. Anybody?
Yep, I have one.
What's that?
Drown him. Create enough force to get him to create enough force to blow him out the airlock, and just jettison him as deep into the water as we can while he's unconscious.
He's not unconscious.
He's not unconscious.
Oh, he's not unconscious.
That little bit of damage.
I thought that he was
first
stuck.
damage. Okay. He's been blinded. He's been knocked prone, and he's just taken 14 points of damage.
Yeah, I realized I forgot to ask you for something for my D6 because my dirty trick was my D20 roll and it hit. But that's my like I said, I opened up the wrong character sheet and I found my correct one and I'm like, oh yeah, that's right, that's the name of it. To be fair, it's been over 7 months since I played this character.
Yeah. If you have any suggestions for your dirty trick, feel free to recommend them.
This moment.
Can we weld him to the floor? No? Okay.
Probably not that quickly.
No. But at that point, okay.
It is, however, his turn.
Yep. I would like to point out that I was trying to take his attention.
Yes. So, blinded, he pushes himself up, roaring with rage. And like you saw in that one picture, this digitized electrocube energy comes out of his back, forming into these massive demonic wings that cut into the ceiling and walls. And they cut so deep, water starts to flood into the chamber.
I think we got a ticking clock now. We got to get out of here before we're in the sunless depths of Lake Tahoe. I think we need to get back to our submersible and get out of here.
You see his olfactory sensors sniffing for you. Nitro Strike.
Sure. He normally gets disad on me, and he's blinded, so he definitely has.
And your paint smell.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. 7 totals a 10. He can kind of figure out the general area you're in and makes a swat at you. He's still going to be at disadvantage. And that's certainly not going to hit. So yeah, smashes his claws down generally at you, but you're able to easily roll out of the way. and just machinery goes flying everywhere. This room is so wrecked. And yeah, as I said, water starts pouring in. That brings us to Nitro Strike.
Wait,
Okay, so you guys want to bail and call?
Did Beta to Sem get it? Oh wait, yeah, Beta to Sem is the one who tripped him.
Yep.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm
Beta
sorry. I
to Sem
didn't mean to
tripped
interrupt.
him.
Vector hasn't been acting though. I don't
That's
know
true.
if Vector's supposed to get a turn.
He is staring. He was staring agog at this thing, and honestly, Vector is. He doesn't really consider himself a fighter. Like I said, he's a spy. He's an intelligence operative. He's
So am I. I'm good at evasion and good at getting, but flyer and beatbox are my body shields, and neither of them showed up for this recon mission.
You literally look around and Vector is not there.
Okay. At this point, actually, Mega Hitch, I think you might be right. We need to get out of here. Beep beep. Okay, follow me. I'm going to paint the way. And I am going to start painting a retreat for us, quite literally. I am going to paint bomb him and start basically. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm even going to paint bomb him because I need my. So I'm just going to dirty trick him again. And I am going to spin around him, wheel around him, and take advantage of the fact that he's just now clearing that blindness. And I am going to create, I am going to incap him by making him tangle himself in his own wings as he's like spinning around. His wings get caught and jammed. And I'm going to paint basically a road of go that way for my party members. My team. I rolled a 21 to hit him.
Should we go to the docking ports or the airlock?
The dock. They are all as far from the generator as each other. So
yeah, I'm going to point at basically the straightest line towards something. So docking ports works fine. And I'm basically creating a path and using myself as the body shield for their escape. And I hit a 21, as I said, and a random middle number for the D6. So it didn't matter. So my dirty trick is going to be to incap him by getting him caught, his wings caught in all the metal that he is trying to strip through, that he gets caught in a beam that I'm aiming him towards, and now he's stuck.
Okay.
And
so yes, it will look like he is currently subdued in some wires and machinery with what you have done.
And a nice big pipe to jam that wing.
We'll see how long that lasts when he gets an action with his immense strength check to try to pry himself out of that. Okay. That was a dirty trick was one action, and
my second action, basically I'm trying to utilize my body to body shield from my team members as I'm trying to usher them out. I'm now going to trigger my energy special and say that I have a third action. If basically you think I can if it looks like either of them are able to be pushed along, I will activate my third action to try and speed them along.
All right, yeah, you're initiating the special electrocube mix that you got from the other planet, and yeah, you will see Nitro Strike just vibrate in place with a sudden burst of speed that you're really not familiar with seeing other people do. All their lights start glowing brighter, their eyes glow brighter, and they just start moving at this impossible speed, grabbing one of you, taking the other you, and it's like, go, 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 beep, beep.
Yep, go, 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 beep, beep. Let's get out of here.
Okay, Ezra Miller, I'm on board with this plan. As she's pushing me out, I will try to send a text, radio message cyberfax to our leader, Vector
Okay.
Prime.
We can do that on your turn. It is currently beta decimal.
All right. As we head out the door, I'm going to see if I can get the door to. Is there sort of an emergency door, kind of a seal thing here?
Absolutely. They usually have the thing where they just open automatically for you, like awesome space age doors. But there's if you pull a panel open, you're familiar with all this technology. You're all from the same world. There's an easily pulled lever you can get that will either open and or close the door based on what you want it to do.
Excellent. I slam the door shut. I pull the lever, and then I shoot it with my little blaster. Boring conversation anyway. Let's get out of here.
And as we know, if you shoot a panel that opens or closes a door, that means the door cannot be operated anymore. That is science fiction rules.
That is science fiction facts, sir.
Okay, so that is what you will do.
Mm-hmm.
And as I said, while I'm running out behind these two folks, I will try to send a teletype message to Vector Alpha and let them know what's going on. Whatever technology we use, we use Morse code, cyber carrier pigeons.
You have hyperspace waves. Yeah.
Hyperspace waves.
Yeah, you have space age you are alien robots from space. You have space age telecommunication abilities.
So all right, well then I will use whatever is appropriate in this context. Hit the comm leak and give Vector Alpha a quick debrief on what's going on. If I can get a transmission out. We're at the bottom of a lake, and according to sci-fi trope rules, I think that means communication is blocked.
Sci-fi trope rules, communication is currently blocked by all the dense water. Yes.
We got super advanced technology. It can't defeat water. So, all right, I got you.
Absolutely. What would you like to do with your other action?
Run fast.
Run fast? Okay.
I got nothing else. I don't have any explosives. The tow chain I've got isn't going to be strong enough to hold this guy. So Scott has shot the panel. That's going to buy us some time.
All right.
According to the trope. So I will just run.
So having sealed the door, I believe the plan is from here, we're going to take us out of initiative, and you are running to the airlock. All right.
Yes.
You will find Vector desperately operating the airlock, trying to get access to the submersible vehicle that brought you all down here.
Does the submersible vehicle have a name and a personality? Is it a friend of ours?
This particular vehicle is not a shifter. It is just a vehicle.
That's got to be weird, right?
It's a little weird, yes.
Joe, good to see you, sir.
Hey, Joe.
Joe was one of our backers in the Kickstarter. Thank you for coming out, buddy.
Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
So, all right. So we make it out. The base implodes behind us in a menacing mass of bubbles and flame.
Yeah, you will exit. You will enter the submersible, get out, and you'll watch as the Chaos Lord base kind of collapses in on itself with explosions and bubbles.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think that the shifter is gone. So does this submersible have transmission systems that do work through water? Because if so, I'm going to hack it, and change the signal to send to our leader, because I want to call for reinforcements and send the data that I've gotten. And I don't want to leave here without knowing where this creature is, because it's going to cause a lot of danger to a lot of people.
The submersible, it's fully armed. It has weapon systems. It has communication systems. What do you want to do? You're setting off a message?
Sending off a message using the comm systems, changing it to our bandwidth, and sending off a message and saying that I retrieved the data that we were looking for, but we ran into a problem and we need reinforcements that can take down this thing. Flyer, Beatbox, anybody else that can actually fight, because I've always been good at distracting things. Beep beep, and I'm good at distracting things. I'm good at making things colorful, and I'm really good at peeving them off, but not good at actually bringing them down.
All right, fair enough. Your communication expert, Silver Screen, will let you know that he's received your message and will relay a strike team to your position immediately. And I believe from there we will close on this scene, as we're now an hour in.
Scene. All right.
And,
well, I had fun.
And
Scott
listen for.
Yeah.
Sorry, Mike. Go ahead.
No, I was going to ask Scott if he had a good time.
Oh yeah, this is a great little game.
Good.
All right, sweet. What were you saying, Alice?
A lesson for you boys and girls at home. This is what happens when you bring a very, very, very unbalanced party. When you bring all rogues and no clerics, no fighters, no anything else except for
technically, Mega Hitch is a cleric. You brought two.
Okay.
You brought two rogues and a cleric to.
Okay, there you go.
To a giant fight.
Yep.
And no one died, so I think we rolled well tonight. I'm not going to complain.
You rolled very well tonight.
Yeah.
You should see the stats on this guy. He's kind of disgusting.
Yeah, of course, this happened because I rolled badly, giving you the opportunity to bring him in. So yeah.
I adore you guys. Do not get me wrong. I absolutely adore you guys. I love hanging out with you guys. However, my dice luck seems to do well with you guys, and what costs me is my Tuesday game that I need to do a lot better in, because it's a lot more important for me to be doing better at my Tuesday night home game. And I have not rolled above a 4 in 3 sessions on a D20. So
time to
I
buy
don't
some new
mind
dice.
going bad here. Whatever dice gurus are out there, dice spirits, I don't mind rolling mediocre at this once in a while to give me back some luck on Tuesday, please. I need to roll above a 4 on a D20.
I'll be sending you thoughts and prayers.
Thank you.
Well, hey, folks, thanks for checking out. Oh, Jacob, go ahead.
If you enjoy what you've seen, we have, of course, the Champions of the Electrocube War, which has all the rules and a number of the characters. In fact, all the PCs that we were featured today are here in this book, including a number of fun NPCs and villains. And the map that you saw of the base they were located is a map featured in this adventure booklet, which has 9 adventures that will take you from levels 1 to 10, making your beginner characters turn to max level characters in one full fun story. And you can find that here in the Electrocube War Adventures. All of these are available on DriveThruRPG right now, either for PDF or print on demand. Your patronage and your purchases are very much appreciated. Thank you very much for watching tonight.
Definitely, you got to help us out, because look at that magnificent beard Jacob has. That doesn't just happen. That requires grooming. There's clippers.
Grooming. This is me not doing anything. This is I
Jacob, I'm
this
making
is
a
me
beard-based
being
sales
a
pitch, and you're fucking it up, man.
slob. I normally don't wear a beard. If I had people actually giving me more money, I would shave more often, because then I'd have people who I have to look good for.
I was trying to tell people I need to give us more money for your sandalwood budget, and you're just torpedoing my sales pitch, man. So
okay.
Anyway, thank you for GMing, Scott. It was great having you on. Thanks for coming out, sir.
Great to have you, or great to be here.
Alice,
Don't
once
worry,
again,
I do that too.
Thanks for coming on
Great
and bringing
here.
that magnificent jacket.
Always enjoy hanging out with you guys. Thank you for having me.
Epic jacket. Good to meet you.
Yeah.
Good to meet you too, Scott.
Have a good
Do you have
one, guys.
any affiliate links for the jacket we can post in the show notes in case people want to check it out? No. Okay. All right, folks. Thanks for checking out the BAMF podcast, and we will be bringing back these games hopefully every couple weeks. I don't know. We'll play in 2 weeks. We'll figure something out. Maybe more Valor nights. So anyway, have a good weekend. Happy Halloween.
I found
we'll
my proper character sheet, so I don't have the messed up one anymore. Yay! Hey, it was like 7+1 since I last played this one. So,
alrighty. See you next time. Bye.